panic disorder, rage, severe depression. On top of all that, I'm stressing. Took a blind date to my therapy session and then tried to kill her. Her first impression was I'm groovy, I need a lumbotomy. But when I press play, trouble leaves up out of me. Fuck the real world and my fat ass stuck in. Cause in my music, hotties are fucking expression. Getting out all I wrote, depression, ripping out all your throat. And if my hearing was ever to go, mass murder would be inevitable.
Welcome back to another episode of Maniacal Music Musings. I'm your host as always. I am public enemy number one in this new world order. God hates us, and the wrecker he is wants us all buried alive. I'm a natural born killer with my deadly nightshade. Just one of 13 ways I'll fucking kill you, motherfucker. But my co-host, well, let me write a eulogy for him. Boy, did he love to push it through his third eye. He had deep love for his hooker with a penis. He crossed a danger line to get guns, drugs, and money in this nightmare. The nightmare himself, Chancy motherfucking Greif.
Hi.
The third eye and the hooker with a man penis kind of really go together in that, don't they?
Well, it's just hooker with a penis, but they get the point.
Well, true, because what the hell's a man penis? But
right.
Welcome back to another episode, our favorite listeners, and of course, this week we have a guest as well to be here for the madness as the musers. And our guest this week is another anti-social network brethren. Our first, actually, to be on, but not our last. Sean Young from Sitting with Sean podcast. And you can also catch Chancy and I both on his podcast for different episodes. Sean, what's going on, brother?
What's up, man? Just hanging out. Just relaxing. Waiting for this power breaker to trip again.
Seriously. But I mean, no, it's freaking... Yeah, you are just chilling and relaxing because you was listening to me and Chancy talk for a long time before starting this. So thank you for that. But yes, so this week, once again, it was a last minute add on for our guest, but it was the first person I fucking reached out to because I've been trying to get him on for a couple weeks now, and we finally just made it work. So always a good thing, and always good to have a funny guy like Sean on the show, as I like to harass him in the comments of his show sometimes. But so, Sean, what album did you bring and why did you bring it?
I brought Nightmare by Avenged Sevenfold. I brought Nightmare because out of all their albums, I think that one hits the closest to home for me for a few reasons. The first reason being that it was the very last album that the Rev, their drummer, wrote a lot of the music on before he passed away. He actually passed away in the making of the album. And secondly, there's a song on the album that hits close to home because that was the last song that my best friend and I listened to before he died in Afghanistan. And so it's a bit heavier. There's a heavier meaning than just it's a good album for me. Yeah, Chancy, I have a feeling you're gonna say some mean shit. Now I feel like you can't.
Oh,
I mean, you can.
It has nothing to do with you personally.
I know. I think for me, like a lot of people didn't necessarily enjoy the album as a Avenged Sevenfold fan, them being one of my favorite bands. I thoroughly enjoyed the album. I don't think that there was a song on there I didn't like. I do have top fives, but all right, that's my review.
Chancy, I think I'll give my review. I think I'll give my review first because
It's probably a good idea.
well, see, when Sean brought forth the Avenged Sevenfold for this very special episode, I was skeptical at first because the only Avenged Sevenfold CD I ever liked was City of Evil because it came out when I was in high school and like it just like they played that shit on MTV constantly. So like I learned to like a lot of the songs and uh what's it called? Scattered and Chained or what the fuck's that song called? I think I could. Oh, is it? Oh, I got it right. Shit. Well, I mean, that CD is like the only Avenged Sevenfold I ever really liked. I've heard a shitload of it because my cousin's wife fucking loves Avenged Sevenfold. Like she's one of those chicks. So, but like, so I heard a lot of it, but I just never been that big a fan of them. This album wasn't bad. I mean, in the beginning of the album, it was amazing. Towards the end of the album, I was like, oh, this is depressing as shit. But, I mean,
Makes sense.
Yeah. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't horrible. I don't know. Out there, I've heard some other shit they've done too, and I don't know. If someone else brings the show, I'll listen. But I never would go seeking them out unless it's City of Evil. And they don't change their voice. They don't do the voice things like they used to in that CD. So that kind of pissed me off because it was like the next CD, and it's like they completely changed their style. Kind of like Dog Fashion Disco, but
You know why they did? Because the Rev was their backup singer. He was the one that did the high pitched weird voice on the back end.
Interesting.
Yeah, if you go back and you watch some of their stuff, you'll see he adds the vocals into it with them shadows.
Interesting.
Well, I mean, okay, that explains it because that I loved it when they did that voice shit. But I was able to get a top 5 off it, so not complaining too bad. It wasn't horrible. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a tool, but it wasn't bad. But Chancy, let's hear your skating review.
I'm going to start with the sugar because the sugar helps the medicine go down. I really enjoyed the guitar playing and the drumming. Like, that is probably the most prominent thing about this album that I greatly enjoyed the most. I had to listen to it 3 or 4 times. Now here's the medicine. I fucking hate Avenged Sevenfold. Here's why. The first exposure that I ever had to the band at all whatsoever is when they debuted the video for Backcountry on fucking MTV. And I was like, you dirty sons of bitches. Like, how fucking dare you sully Hunter S. Thompson's good fucking name? What in the actual fuck? I even wrote on my list, never forget Backcountry, because I had to listen to it 3 whole fucking times to get my 5 that I got, man. And having heard your reasoning for bringing this son of a bitch on this motherfucker, I'm like, oh, fuck. Well, I mean, I'm going to say it because, I mean, fucking, I'm just going to speak it because it ain't you that I don't like and it ain't your friend, God rest his soul. It ain't nothing like that. The thing is just that fucking nasally ass shit at the beginning of Backcountry sullied my whole fucking outlook on the entire band. Because is Backcountry, I'm assuming, is after the who you referred to as the Rev. I'm assuming that's after. It was before?
Yeah, it was before.
Shit.
So
Backcountry's it's on City of Evil.
Yeah. City of Evil was their 3rd album.
Yeah, but like, I mean, it was just that like, no. I was stoked about the idea. I'm like, ooh, fucking, it's about fucking Fear and Loathing. All right, I'm gonna check this fuck out. And then all of a sudden they play it, and I'm like,
I can tell you why that nasally singing was too. Because
is it the Rev?
No, it's because they were transitioning from predominantly screaming. because M Shadows couldn't carry out the scream anymore, and he was trying to transition into something more alternative, more heavy. So he was trying to find his voice. That whole album, that the City of Evil album was that him trying to find where he fit in, and the rest, like the self-titled album, was so much better than City of Evil was. Fucking
fair enough. Should I ever get the opportunity, I will listen to it with an unbiased, palette. But at the same time, like I did have to go through and listen to it 3 times just to find 5 because I was just like, oh, I fucking hate this guy. I fucking hate this guy so much. But then it's like I hear fucking the guitar riffs in the background or the drums, and I'm like, oh, that okay. I like that. I like that. That's cool. That's cool. I'm gonna write that down.
You know who else you might like in that, because they had to have somebody record for the rev.
Who?
Mike Portnoy.
Oh yeah. Hey.
He filled in for him.
All right. That's cool as fuck. I was able to get 5, and the reason I got 5 was because of either the guitar or the drums or both. But I don't know. It's just like I said.
Yes, Rob, we are.
It's possible, Rob, and I support their man love.
You got fucking Jimmy, man. So I need somebody.
I mean, I as someone who tinkers playing the guitar, I can appreciate talent when I hear it, and Avenged Sevenfold is not. No, we don't. We do not judge. The first Avenged Sevenfold isn't the first band where I've listened to the song and enjoyed the song, and then when something that the vocalist does, as also having been in choir, it just gets me, and then I'm like, fuck this hard, and bury it in the fucking ground, kill it with fire, bury it 1,000 feet deep with concrete. But no, I mean, the reasoning for your having brought it makes a lot of sense, especially considering the fact that it starts off like it does and the way that it ends like it does. And it would make sense for that something to be something that someone would bond with, as with a friend or a comrade. I get that. Doesn't entirely change the way I feel about it, but it definitely dulls the blade when I dose out the, because usually I'll give scathing reviews like, fuck this, I hate it, fuck it, blah 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 blah. But it's not the band that I hate, it's just the sound of the vocalist.
Yeah.
And that's the end of my scathing review.
Everybody is entitled to their opinions.
Ooh,
even if I was gonna say, even if I'm wrong. What's up, Michael Anthony? Hopefully,
buddy.
And like I said, I was still able to get 5. I forced myself to get 5. What?
You got a couple confused faces of that one, Rob. But I think you're talking about when you're doing the fuck.
Oh, especially lots of fuck. Fuck. Kill it with fire. Bury it 1,000 feet down with concrete.
There's a lot of fucking going on.
Oh, there was a lot of fucking. Just fucking, motherfucking.
Especially in the ass. But yeah.
Yeah. With fire.
Kill it with fire. Bury it 1,000 feet down.
Well, what were your top 5 for your CD there, Sean?
Oh man, so I got them down in order. So first, So Far Away, because that was our song. So Far Away is it. I don't know. Well, you guys probably don't know, but it talks about them growing up together as a band, like as children, being friends, growing up, and then now they lost a friend. Especially like the bridge going into the last portion of it, where it talks about the grief and the loss cycle that they're going through, which I resonate with a lot. Victim was for me was another good one, and that one was pretty much stating that we all believe that we're victims of some fucking crime that society has done on us, but when we really step back and evaluate the situation, we're not. Buried Alive is my third one, and I would say that it's the third one for me because it talks about that feeling of so much just piling on top of you that you feel like you're buried alive, and that like nobody can save you. You gotta save yourself. Nightmare was my next one.
Hi.
Hello.
What's going on, beautiful?
Nightmare.
Not you, Sean.
I am beautiful.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
bearded and beautiful. Okay, God damn it.
Gotta love bearded, beautiful men of this world.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm about to go bald. Anyways, I'm about to shave my head. But anyways, that's a topic for another time. Nightmare was my next one, and that one was because no, it's not ending.
We've only just begun.
Yes. Nightmare was fucking awesome in my opinion because Nightmare just kind of talks about your typical nightmare, what goes on in a nightmare, and then the last one, God Hates Us. I mean, it's pretty fucking typical of why I like that song. My honorable mentions, the whole album.
That's understandable. He did, and that's okay.
And not in the way I want Vanessa to pull Jeremy, but
Jesus Christ.
Well, gee, Rob, I'm glad we sucked that much.
Well, at least it's not entirely a sausage fest, or with the addition of sprinkling in Vanessa. There's also my old lady as well. Hello, darling.
I think it's a pegging.
She's
stuck now, but yeah,
she's stuck.
You're here to stay.
Super Vanessa here saved the life. I agree.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Your English needs some work, but you're Canadian, so it's understandable. But and yes, we all love Casey Nicole. She's awesome.
Indubitably.
But she's Chancy, so we don't fuck with that. But
Yep. Solid class. Yep. Stay classy, San Diego.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego. Heel turn.
I want to see the zoo, damn it. That's one reason I want to go to San Diego. But yeah. But so my top 5 for Avenged Sevenfold. Number 5 was Danger Line, because the guitar in that song was pretty damn good. And
yes, it was.
Number 4 is Natural Born Killer. Pretty much for the same reason. Like most of the picks I picked were for the guitars and the fucking drums. Like the lyrics were okay in some of my top 3, but number 3 was Nightmare, because that's a fucking hell of an opener. Oh, okay, I gotta show this.
Well, I mean, it's not exactly a fair competition. It's not exactly like I'm going to fight a woman.
He might.
I mean,
and Vanessa, why would you go for just Casey when you could have Casey and Chancy? Just asking.
Like, Jesus, Harold's Dawn. I mean, she is technically she's the youngest one of us all. I'm pretty sure.
Jesus Christ.
There you go, Vanessa. That's the idea.
Sister wives! Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, it's fucking priceless. Why do you want to die?
Hey,
She'll
Casey,
do it. She'll do it.
Casey, I'm offering you to have fun with Vanessa and Chancy, who you're already have fun with. It's not like I tried to put myself in that equation at all. Then I could have saying, why do you want to die? But because I get that.
You're going to get me killed and fuck around. I'm going to be collateral damage. That's why I ain't trying to fight her. I ain't trying to get beat up by no girl. Shit.
Well, where was I? Oh, yeah, number 3 was, of course,
number 2. Yeah. Yeah.
Number 3 was Nightmare, because that's one hell of a way to start a CD. And I've seen the music video for that. I'm pretty sure. I think they had one for that, didn't they?
Yep.
I think I saw it in college. But number 2 was Buried Alive, because that song was fire. Like, I could almost see the Undertaker using that for a theme song, but would have been better than fucking Kid Rock. But
I am American Birders.
I mean, and I also don't, and I mean, better than fucking Limp Bizkit too. But yeah, and number 1 was, of course, God Hates Us, for the title of the song, of course. And it was just a damn good song. I actually like the lyrics in that song. So, okay, there you go, Chancy. You can kick out.
That's all right. That's fine. That's fine. It's my house. What is she gonna kick me out of my fucking house? Okay, fair enough. I mean, I guess. I'll sleep. I'll live in the podcast room. That's fine.
Bro, it's gonna be like School of Rock. You can't kick me out of the band that was mine. Because you're not hardcore.
Yeah.
And Chancy, at least if you stay in the podcast studio, you still get to hear them together. I mean, come on, that's good enough for me.
This house is. I want to see Casey. Oh shit! She's got tiny little hands. Them motherfuckers would be like stones, just fucking bop.
Bet she's quick too.
She fucking is. It's deceptive. It's deceptive. She's short and she clears the distance. Oh, dude, we're selling tickets. Fucking pay-per-view in this shit. I love it. Yes, Sean is funny as fuck. He's awesome. So is Jeremy, but Sean is funny as fuck.
Yeah, I'm very serious. Like 99%.
I said you're awesome. What the fuck do you want from me?
There's a 1% chance that I'm really funny.
Oh my God. But yeah, God Hates Us was a fucking amazing song. I did enjoy the shit out of that one. But the rest of the CD was just like, I can do that and listen to that again. But
dude, I find myself sitting there saying, "God hates us." God hates us all the time. It just landed.
I mean, we just had a band on here last week called Deicide, so kind of the same feeling.
You mean decide?
Deicide. It's Deicide.
It's spelled the same way as decide.
No, it isn't. There's an extra I in there.
DECIDE. Oh, I didn't even see that. That's how fucking stupid. That's how stupid I am.
It's Deicide because it literally means the killing of entities.
Chancy, you're not stupid. You just can't read, bro.
Hey, I can't do words too good, okay?
I know English very well.
Oh, Rob, you're taking your girlfriend for a walk?
Well, got to get him out of the basement somehow, I suppose.
Oh, poor girl.
I'm stuck in my basement. My dad's basement.
Hey, man, there's nothing wrong with that. I lived in my parents' basement for a hot minute. Fucking, it's the best place. It's not. It's usually not, but it's a good spot for
good starting foundation.
Exactly. I mean, starting from the bottom.
As long as you're not naked in my cellar.
Yeah, I mean that can happen. I've been told I'm beard and legs. Okay, so it can happen.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. That's a Lordy song, by the way. But naked in my cellar. And Chancy, you should check out the video. It's basically Chloroform Girl. But
oh yeah, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. So Chancy, what were your top 5 and nothing more on Avenged Sevenfold?
It's funny because a lot of it was already listed between the two of you. I mean, number 5 was Danger Line. Number 4 was Natural Born Killer. Yeah. See, this is where we differed. Number 3 for me was Save Me. Number 2 was God Hates Us, and number 1 was Victim. I would have thrown Buried Alive in the mix, but I was like, okay, Merciful Fate's Buried Alive is much better. I'm going to fucking just set this over here on the side. I almost didn't put God Hates Us on the list, but I had to pick 5 anyway, because I mean Slayer had a song called God Hates Us All, and it's fucking awesome. So I mean I can't exactly do that every time. So I was like, fuck it, okay, well God Hates Us goes on the list, Buried Alive's gonna go over here. It should have been an honorable mention. We'll make it an honorary honorable mention. Fucking we'll go there.
Well, Chancy, Razakella has a song too called God Hates Us.
Jesus, everybody's got a song called God Hates Us.
Oh, I mean, it's a common theme in this world today, but
Well, you know.
Dude, that tempo change in Buried Alive.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I heard it.
Tense.
I mean, I enjoyed the CD. It was actually the first CD I listened to out of all 3 because I knew the band Chancy was bringing, and I listened to a couple of their stuff, and I was like, yeah, you definitely listen to that first. But we'll get to that in a minute, because actually, since we did my CD last week, we can do my CD this week.
Well, you always want to save the best for last anyway, so I mean, that's why
we did that last week, Chancy, not this week. But of course, the CD I brought this week that I had to bring. Well, I didn't have to. I mean, I had a few options I thought of when he brought forth Avenged Sevenfold. I almost brought City of Evil just to fuck with him, but
that would have been interesting. I would have been such a tortured soul for the whole fucking week.
Oh, I should have done it then. But
don't ask me to come on again. I'm bringing City of Evil.
That's fine.
I'm joking. I won't do that to you.
No, that's perfectly okay. I'll listen to it.
I would fucking love that. I haven't listened to that whole CD since I was in high school, but yeah, the passion in my eyes and all that. But I brought Megadeth 13 because
With the dead. Anyone who's tried got a bullet to the head. I'm invincible, you might say despicable. Punishment's reciprocal. Public enemy number one. I'm unbeatable. My mind's untrainable. Crimes unrepeatable. Public enemy number one. Public enemy. Public enemy. Public enemy. Public enemy.
They sounded kind of like the same as Avenged Sevenfold in this. I mean, similar style. Not exact same voices or anything, of course, but and I was originally going to think like Manson or Korn or something like along those lines, but I was like, and I couldn't even. I mean, I even thought like, Powerwolf, no. But so I mean, I wanted to bring Megadeth 13 because it's one of the few Megadeth CDs I actually like. I like 13. I like United Abominations, which will be making an appearance here eventually. But other than that, I'm not a big Megadeth fan. I mean, Symphony for Destruction is, of course, classic. But
Well, yeah, Peace Cells, fucking. There's so many classics.
I don't like most of them. Like, Megadeth's just not my... Even on the CDs I don't like all of them. I like some of them. I don't like all of them. But it's just...
That's fair.
I don't even remember how I got into Megadeth. I really don't. It might have been an FYE thing. It might have been a fucking downloading music shit. But I got into them somehow, and those two CDs stick out. And 13 was the last CD of theirs I actually liked that they did. You know, I think they released like 5 cents. But it's just... It was a good CD, and I like a lot of the fucking topics that they talk about in the song. So that's why I brought it in. Honestly, I didn't. It was the only thing I could think of really at short notice. Well, somewhat short notice. And I was trying to think fast. But I enjoy the CD. It's a good CD. What about you, Sean, as the guest?
Not gonna lie, I'm not really a big fan of Megadeth.
Well, we agree on that. We agree. Yay.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of Megadeth. I didn't grow up listening to them. I mean, Symphony of Destruction is the most popular fucking song that I know by them. That's because it's everywhere. My dad loves Megadeth. That's where we differ. But yeah, 13 wasn't bad. It was pretty decent. I have my top 5.
Well, you love them as much as I do, so that's not insulting at all to me. Chancy, what did you think of Megadeth? I'm waiting for this review.
Well, I mean, honestly, like, I'm torn when it comes to Megadeth because I love the talent on the guitar, but I mean, Dave Mustaine's voice would make anyone almost want to walk into traffic.
Yeah,
it's a conflicting element. I mean, I love Symphony of Destruction like everybody else does. I love Peace Cells specifically because they used that for the bass line. They used the bass line of that song for the opener for MTV News. MTV News, you hear it first. Fucking it. You hear it, and then you hear it in the song. You're like, what? What the fuck? Is fucking Kurt Loder about to tell me about this fucking new music coming on the scene? What's happening here? But I mean, 13 was pretty good. I mean, I have no complaints. I was able to get 6 on this one, so it you know.
All right. Well, glad I found something that was at least suitable for you. But
Yeah, it was palatable.
it was either this or United Abominations, and I figured this one because I like this one a little bit more. United Abominations, I loved when I first heard it for like a couple months, and I got sick of listening to it. But it is a good CD, though. Very 9/11 heavy, but yeah.
Yeah.
So I had 7 for this CD.
Nice.
Which surprised even me, honestly. I thought I would have a top 5, but my first honorable mention is Wrecker because everybody knows or dated someone like that. So 100%, especially Chancy there. But the other honorable mention I had was New World Order because New World Order is catchy as shit.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's scary because this CD came out, I think it was 2013 or 11, somewhere around there. But
Yeah, somewhere. I don't remember. I looked it up, but I forgot.
But like that's right when all this shit was happening in the country too, where like the New World Order was changing the way everybody had to live. So I fully think the song was very true. Same as number 5, which is "We the People," kind of the same theme. But I like the way they sing. I like the way that Dave sings in that one though. And plus the guitar in all these songs is fucking incredible. Fucking incredible. Number 4 is "Deadly Nightshade" because I love the way it opens with the fucking drums.
Yeah.
Like it's just fucking incredible. I mean, I always thought it'd be a good like movie song for Poison Ivy in a Batman movie, but
Interesting.
make her metal. But number 3 was "Guns, Drugs, and Money" because I mean, who doesn't know those three things? Who doesn't know those three things?
That was a good song.
Yeah. It's almost like a classic metal song. Like it doesn't matter, any metal band could have sang it, could have wrote it, but it sounds like a classic metal song. I mean, I could see Guns N' Roses doing that fucking song, for God's sake. But number 2 was Public Enemy number 1. I fucking love that song, and it's about Al Capone, which I love anything mafioso. So, I mean, yeah, that song was one of my favorites. That's actually the song made me buy the album. I'm pretty sure. And number 1, of course, is the title track, 13, the final track. Because I love how it's like starts off like all meaningful and shit. It's about like their career as a band. And then like it just breaks down to like the fucking drums and guitar like wailing away. I mean, that song's just an amazing way to end an album. And I mean, this album's one of those ones where I love the beginning, love the end, but hate the middle. Like the middle's just not as good as the end or the beginning. So
It's like sex.
kind of like I don't know about that. The end of sex is amazing, and the beginning of sex can be amazing if you do it right. So,
But the middle.
yeah, I enjoyed the whole fucking process. I ain't gonna lie.
I do too. I was trying to be funny.
I mean,
Give the man his flowers.
I'm just gonna go put my head in the toilet now.
I mean, just go bury your head. Just go bury your head in the sand in that vagina. But
Well, yeah, I do that every week.
Hey man, he's making pearls. He's got to get some money in somehow.
Yeah.
Cam, you need to get the sand out of your vagina. But no, yeah. So I mean, that's mine. What about you, Sean? What were your top 5?
Number 5 was Wrecker. Number 4 would be Never Dead.
I used to like that song more. I realized today I don't like that song anymore. Really, I don't know why.
Number 3 is We the People.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 would be New World Order. I like it, and the NWO from WCW, brother.
I prefer the clip where The Rock makes fun of them all. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, so I get my girlfriend on this thing now where it's a like deep Southern drawl, brother. So I do that.
Brother.
Song. We're gonna do this, brother. Bring your guns.
Southern by the grace of God.
South rise again, brother. No, so like, yeah, she calls it her wrestling voice.
Nice.
And then
I call everybody. It's a funny thing is I call everybody brother. Like every man I meet, I call brother. And my wife's always like, "Why do you do that?" I'm like, "Because that's what men do."
It's a Hulk Hogan thing. He taught us that.
Oh no, I mean, if we go by what Hulk Hogan taught us, then we don't need to fucking be doing that. But Hulk Hogan taught us a lot of things that we're not right to do.
Talk about role model Hulk Hogan, not racist Hulk Hogan, okay?
Well, role model Hulk Hogan was very creepy towards his daughter on the fucking reality show. So yeah.
No. Before 80s Hogan.
Oh, coked out Hogan. Okay.
Say your prayers, eat your vitamins, and say brother.
Well, I don't say
All
my
right.
prayers. That's for damn sure.
No, me neither. Anyways, number one would be Public Enemy Numero Uno.
It's such a good song.
Yes.
Bam, 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 bam. Like, and the fact when I wrote about Al Capone before I even heard it, I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome. I'm like, that's metal. A song about Al Capone is just metal, but
Especially the syphilis.
that's our favorite podcast, Chancy the Syphilis. But
Oh no, I said syphilis, not syphilis.
they sound the same.
Let's not. I'm not looking for that kind of smoke, man. Come on.
Yeah, she already knows. Trust me, she already knows. But I've told her that many times. But what were your top 5 there, Chancy?
Well, my honorable mention was 13, which is funny because it was your number one.
Dude.
I mean, honestly, my reason for my number one trumps the whole song in and of itself, which is very strange, and I'll get there. Number 5 for me was Never Dead. Number 4 for me was Black Swan.
That's a good song.
Number 3 was New World Order.
Mhm.
Number 2 was Millennium of the Blind.
I do like that song.
And number 1 for me was Sudden Death. And the only reason that makes number 1 for me is the speaker skip.
Oh.
No, it's the speaker skip. If you listen to it, when you listen to that first track before, like, because he does the solo bit at the very beginning where he's just fucking chicken picking on the fucking fretboard, just fucking doing his, Dave Mustaine thing. And then all of a sudden he starts fucking triple picking, and it starts going from this speaker to this speaker to this speaker to this speaker. So it's like, you're just like,
And all his Dave Mustaine-ness.
in all his glory. Yes.
I mean, Sudden Death to me is just such a freaking like horrible metal song. Like,
Oh yeah, I mean, take away all the rest of it. I don't give a fuck. I liked the speaker skipping element because of it being recorded in stereo. If you had it hooked, if you listen to that song on a full-fledged surround sound, one set of those fucking triple picks would be on one of each of the speakers. Because it goes from here to over here to over here to over here. It's never, even when you listen to it with like a good set of headphones, it still sounds like, even though it's in the right ear, it's like on the back side. And then it'll be on the left side in the front. Or just solid center left, center right. It's almost disorienting to some degree.
Breaking news.
Oh,
My dad's Do it. I can hear my dad through the floorboards having sex.
Oh shit! Bam bam.
This is so weird.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Let's just keep talking. Maybe it'll stop.
Let's drown it out with the sound of awesome.
and weren't we just talking about this in another conversation too?
I'm not 100% on that.
Oh, yeah, Casey and Vanessa and you hearing it through the wall, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what you were talking about. Oh my.
Dude,
Brown
I would
chicken,
pay
brown cow.
Chancy, I love you, but I would pay to hear that. Just saying, but
Hey, man. Cool beans.
so if you want to have some beer, if you want to have some smokes or beers when everything clears up and make that happen, we can make that happen. But
Smoke by proxy.
yeah, he
Smokes and road beers.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to him. That'd be cruel. But all right, which this leaves us with one album to go to. God help us, fucking all. And that means that it's time to go to Chancy. Chancy, what album did you bring, and why the fuck did you bring it?
So I went with AEnima by Tool.
You claimed all this time that you would die for
And the reason for that is it happens to have the first Tool song I ever heard in my entire life. And I didn't even know that it was Tool.
You Tool.
It was like late 90s, early 2000s. And they came through town. I went to the concert with my friends. They played this song. Thank you, Jamie. But they played the song and I'm flipping the fuck out. People are like, what's wrong with you, dude? I was like, I didn't know they fucking sang this song. And so many songs off of this album remind me of my dear friend Megan, and hopefully she'll be able to hear this. We would actually we would be at parties and they'd play like the same music all the time over and over. And we would be at the party. And then at some point, we would inevitably just end up in my car listening to like an album. And I'd be like, dude, I got the CD. You got to check this out. Or she'd be like, I brought a fucking CD down. You got to check it out. And we would just be sitting in the car listening to albums. And this album's one of them. And pretty much every song on my list, including my 2 honorable mentions, all have some significance and reminiscence. What?
You were getting blown to all these songs, weren't you?
I sure as fuck was not. Not the case. Sorry, bro. I don't mean to wreck your fucking daydream there, but it literally was just me and my friend, like, you know, smoking and listening to Muzak, just fucking chilling.
Muzak.
Wait a minute. How's it gay dreams if it's your friend Megan?
Daydream. Dream.
Oh, I misheard that.
Jesus, bro.
You got a comment on that?
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, we went. I don't remember the name of the band off the top of my head, but we went and saw. Yeah, Jamie and I went and saw this cool Tool cover band, which was really good. Fucking, the evening did not end quite so well. It was one of those buzz killer kind of evenings. I brought my bass and my guitar down because one of the bands that opened up for that cover band. Yeah, Saturn Ascends. Thank you. Yes. The guy that was he plays guitar in one of the opening bands. He's like, hey, bring your stuff down. So I brought my amp, I brought my guitar, I brought my bass, and we took some acid, right? After the show, we're chilling. And like, I just start kind of feeling the acid start to kick in. And all of a sudden in the other room, you can just hear the sound of my bass go from sitting against the wall, sliding across the wall, and banging on the fucking floor. And it's like, you know, on the Millennium Falcon, when they come out of fucking light speed, it's just like, shoot, back to sobriety. And I'm like, that better not have been what the fuck I thought it was. Oh, dude, I fucking lost my shit. Fuck you, Vito. Goddamn. You motherfucker. Oh, shit.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah,
that's why they made you giggle, Jamie. That's why.
Well, I've specifically waited till after the show because I don't do well in big crowds with hallucinogens. It's just not I'm a setting kind of guy.
Dude, I did fucking acid at the ICP and DJ Paul fucking concert. I passed out. I passed out for most of DJ Paul's performance and woke up to him wearing a gold mask, yelling "Hail Satan."
Yeah, no, I couldn't handle that. That's not something I could handle.
I blacked out during part of the ICP one. Actually, no, it was during the DJ Paul one. When he was yelling "Hail Satan," I was behind some random girl I didn't know, humping up against her. So yeah,
cool.
I've only done acid one time, and I promised myself I'd never do it again.
I only did that one time too because my cousin found a guy in the street selling it. But I mean, I gladly would do it again, and if my kids weren't around.
I did it twice. First time I didn't even know. Like I was at a party, and a dude's like, "Hey man, you want some sweet tarts?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I do." I'm like 16, dude. I'm 16 years old. He's like, "Here, man, you go ahead and eat one and give the other 2 to your friends." I got 3 fucking sweet tarts in my hand. I'm like, and fuck these guys. I'm not giving one to my friends. I ate them. Dude turns back around and sees me. He's like, "You just ate all those, didn't you?" I was like, "Yeah, bud." He's like, "You just ate 6 hits of acid." And I'm literally thinking like hydrochloric, so my fucking guts are going to roll out of my asshole. And I'm like, "What do you mean? I've never done this before." And he's like, he just takes me by the hand and he's like, "All right, Who'd you come to the party with? I'm like, I came to the party with my friend. His name is Snoop. Okay, well, I'll go find him. I know him. I'm going to go find him. Goes and gets him. He's like, you're about to have a rough day or so. So prepare yourself. Well, he couldn't give me an exact time. And it was about a day. I had to literally drive back home and go to work. I ate about a half a gallon of ice cream on my lunch break. Like, this is the greatest thing I've ever had in my entire life. Dude, it was like the worst ever because it's one of those high back Gothic chairs, right? Over the course of time, I'm slumping down in the chair. So at some point, I am laying where your ass is supposed to go in the chair. And at this moment, I then realize as I look up that behind the chair on the wall is a giant poster of Linda Blair dressed up in all the makeup as the Exorcist.
Oh, fuck no.
Bitch leans straight the fuck out and she's like, hey, fucker, how's it going? I'm like, no, guys.
Dude, free candy vanned you, bro.
Yeah, basically. Free kittens and candy inside. And I was like, I'm here for the candy. And
I did mine and I had the first generation droid where like when it was turned on, when the audio was turned on, it said
droid.
I thought Optimus Prime was coming out of my fucking phone. I was freaking out. And then like I went in the bathroom and the window the mirrors were like surrounding. I like went down, went back up, bro. I thought I was in a spaceship. I was like sick. I heard bleep 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 and I responded real loud. I was like bleep 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 bleep. And my dad's like, Sean, shut the fuck up. I gotta go to school in the morning. I'm like, all right, Dad.
I'm sorry, Dad. It's like
36-hour trip.
Oh, dude, shit.
I don't want that.
That wasn't even as long as mine. Mine was just a little bit over a day, and I wasn't ready for it, man. At first I thought I was gonna be okay, and then my friend comes walking through the crowd, and it was like a rap song or something. He had his hands going in there. I was also just like, choo 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 choo. I'm like, I think something's happening.
The train is coming.
It's happening.
No. But fucking no, mine wasn't even
that.
Mine lasted like 12 fucking hours. Like, just like literally, like I drove my cousin home from the concert, like a fucking hour drive there. Drove myself home from his house, which was like a 45-minute drive. All while on acid and weed with wax and alcohol and everything else. But I was actually like, all of it like sobered me out to the point where I could drive perfectly. But even my cousin was surprised that I was driving so perfectly. But
it all counterbalanced itself.
Kinda, yeah.
I mean, besides the fact that I was humping on some random hot girl at a Juggalo concert, yeah. But
you know,
like
things happen.
She was digging it too, but if I was in a relationship, then that'd be it. Actually, no, I wasn't in a relationship then. That was before I was in a relationship. So fuck it.
Consent. You know, it's an important thing.
Yeah.
All these bitches dream about Jay. Come on now, but nah, fucking. And it sucks because when you're single and you're on acid and you go home and you're horny as shit all night and you can't sleep because you're wired on acid, like it's like holy fuck, like. I literally just laid in bed until my mom went to work at like 6 a.m. in the morning or 4 a.m. in the morning. Went outside, smoked a shitload more weed, and then finally was able to fall asleep. Oh, and I probably like fucking took care of myself like 6 times in a row because it was just that bad. But
geez, I don't think I ever thought about having sex a single time when I was tripping balls, dude. I was like,
oh, you know my mind. It doesn't take much, and when it's acid, it's gonna be like, I need it. Like I'll be that fucking robot humping walls and shit, like on Robot Chicken. But
okay.
But yeah. So, but what did you think of Chancy CD there, Sean?
Man.
Almost forgot where that's off.
No. So, when I went back and I listened to it, I didn't realize how many songs from the album I actually knew. Not titles, but actual fucking songs. When they came on, I'm like, oh shit, I know this song, right? And it took me back some really good times, dude. And like I was like, fuck yeah, man. So yeah, thanks, Chancy. I needed this one without the
Glad
acid.
to facilitate, right? For sure. It does well enough to make you feel like you're tripping just on its own.
Yeah,
Well, you tool, Chancy. But literally you tool. But
I love their first 4 albums, pretty much.
I thought it was the first 3. You keep adding more numbers to it.
No, it's Opiate, Undertow, Anima, and Lateralis. Those are the first 4 albums.
That's what you brought last time was Opiate. But
Yep.
it's because it's Maynard.
As I told you last time, I am not a fan of Tool in any means. Some of their stuff's okay, but I never would go looking for them. I mean, if I want a Tool, I'll just fucking pull down my pants a little. But
You mean
I mean,
a bolt? You mean a nut?
no, I mean a Tool, man. A Tool. A Tool you pay a lot of money for, you know? But
Hey,
I mean,
5 cents is not a lot of money, bro.
That's a jinky fucking Mac tool.
I love you, Jeremy.
Need to get yourself a snap-on.
Did you say strap on?
No, snap-on. Snap.
Oh, damn.
God. What is it with you not being able to hear? You need to get a hearing test, sir. Fucking beep.
I've listened to a lot of metal in my life. Wow, I do need a damn hearing test.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, mine's a for sure, man. For sure.
This is a wet brush.
Ooh.
Of course it is.
It makes my beard all fluffy.
No, I mean, if you really want a wet brush, then we want to see while I'm stroking here beneath the camera. But I kid.
That's nasty.
What the fuck?
Is it a bit like Bin Laden's beard?
Oh shit!
Oh, Jamie, you love wet bushes? I kind of knew that.
Oh, the typo. Fucking it's too late. You said it. I seen it.
It's on the internet. It's not going away.
Well, no, she said it kind of like French, like I love wet bushes.
Bouchers.
But
I was just exposed to the wet brush, and now I will not stroke my beard with anything but this.
I just go with the hand, dude. All day at work, it's just like this, like yes.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you gotta straighten it out, bro. You straighten out, you get the
Nah. I call myself Bigfoot. They asked me yesterday at my new job, like, you got a nickname? I'm like, you can call me Bigfoot or Sasquatch, I don't care. But
I mean, Littlefoot, that works too.
Fucking
Sean?
what's up with them tree stars, motherfucker?
Sean, you ain't seen me in person, so I ain't gonna worry about that because I trump motherfuckers while I'm standing up.
No, dude, I'm like 5'5" on a good day, okay?
5'5" coming out of the proper convenience store.
Motherfucking mini me over here trying to talk shit. But
what do you mean? I'm 6'3". You're taller than me, but like
him, not you. Him.
Okay.
Motherfucker,
I was gonna say, I know you're taller than me, but I don't give a fuck. I'll still talk shit.
Motherfucker, you ain't mini me. I mean, according to Ashley, you may be mini you, but
I mean, that's okay. That's okay. My defense mechanism is I bite ankles.
oh shit. Ashley may be watching too. That's funny, but
my kid calls me all the names, but she calls me Gimli.
I can see it. That still counts as one.
That still counts as one.
That's so fucking awesome.
Well, as I was saying though, Tool can suck a Tool, but that's the way I feel about them, honestly. I mean, it's just they sound like a generic metal band from the 90s. That's what they sound like. Bush, Tool, all these fucking metal bands can just all get lumped into one collection.
I don't know what kind of shit he's got slipped, but I get it. It happens all the time. But like, Tool is literally in its own category by anyone who does or does not like them. They're polarizing. Either you love them or you hate them. There is no middle ground with this band.
Oh, they pretty much are the middle ground between good music and bad music. But yeah.
Okay, that's fair, I guess.
I mean, they ain't no Slipknot, they ain't no Manson, they ain't no Korn. They don't got the original
But
sound.
they're not trying to be. They're not trying to be that kind of
No,
heavy.
They're not trying to be authentic. That's the thing.
What do you mean? What do you mean? No other band.
Their sound is authentic. It's
Yeah, dude.
The only thing.
There's no other band. There's no other band that wrote a song based around the fucking Fibonacci sequence, man. Do you know the dude? Read a book, because the Fibonacci sequence is a hard mathematical equation. It goes 1, 2, 3, 5, fucking 8. It's basically the additional number. You add each number sequentially, one behind it, to get to the next one. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, and fucking
yeah.
Yeah,
I know that too.
And they wrote a song using that fucking equation. And also, let's take all the music out of there, because Danny Carey is one of the greatest drummers alive. Move that off of there. We won't even talk about that. Let's just talk about the singing capability of Maynard James Keenan. Like, all you have to do is listen to any of their songs, and he has, like, Hooker with a Penis. He has a fucking note that's sustained for an obnoxious period of time. And that's not even his longest or highest sustained note in one of their songs. Like, so Hooker with a Penis and H, both on the same album, have an extremely sustained note that is, like, even in choir, that's the thing that I was having trouble to do before I totally went out of shape and fucking lost the ability to sing as well as I could. Like, Maynard was what I aspired to be, because it was either that or Freddie Mercury, and there's no way to touch that high water mark. So it's gonna go with what you know, and I could get closer to Maynard than I could fucking Freddie. So that's just like, I was like, I gotta go with what I know.
I mean, all you need to get close to Freddie is a mustache and a tight ass. But
well, I mean, even just like vocally to get the range, it's not something I could even possibly do.
On top of that, like, you take all these singers from history, and there's like one or two that sounded like, there's not a single musical artist that sounds like Maynard, and you will never find anybody that sounds like him whatsoever.
I disagree.
Give me one. I'll research it.
I'll wait.
Put on a fucking 90s metal fucking serious stereo, and I'll hear like 20 of them.
No. Like one person. One artist. I'll look him up.
I can't think of the fuck they are. I can hear the song in my head, but I don't know who the fuck sings it. But
what's the song?
I don't even know the name of the song. I just know the fucking lyrics and shit. And like,
what's the lyrics?
I can Google it.
I don't know. There's like that. It's just like the guy that goes like, like that shit. Like I can't think of the fucking name of the song. It's on all those fucking TikTok videos all the time where like it's got people singing 90s like punk shit, not punk, but 90s like what the fuck's the word? I don't know.
Alternative.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't even put a category. They're like, we don't even know what to call these guys. They're just alternative.
Okay, well, if you look at the fucking, if you look at the alternative rock like artist list on fucking like,
so like what Chris
huge.
like what Chris Cornell doesn't sound like Maynard. Fucking
Marilyn Manson, dude. Marilyn Manson ain't corner on that fucking list. Like, come on now. It's like
that's new metal. That's not alternative. That's new metal. He did kind of sound like the Crash Test Dummies there, and they also don't sound like Maynard either. Once there was this guy who said this dude sounded like a bunch of other fuckers, but when he got called the fuck out, he couldn't think of a fucking thing.
Actually, no, wait. The song I'm thinking of, maybe Blackout Sun.
Black Hole Sun? That's fucking Chris Cornell from Soundgarden. Not close at Oh,
I can
No,
see where he's coming from though.
it's not close. It's not even in the ballpark. Like, we're not in the ballpark. We're not in the parking lot. We are at the bar across the city from the ballpark, watching the game on a fucking static-filled television, smelling nothing but stale beer and regret. I'm sorry. I'm done.
Still beer. Good.
We're in Vito's room?
I mean, it's right there. I smell the regret from here.
Oh shit! I hope he's still watching.
I hope he is too, because it's all love, motherfucker.
Uh,
I can't believe I pulled that crash test dummy shit out of my ass like that.
But Chancy, I still want to hear that moon speak.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm. No. Nope.
Well,
Not for me.
That concludes my review of Tool. But Chancy, as a Tool you are, give your top 5.
So my 2 honorable mentions are, for number 7 is Third Eye and AEnima, because I didn't want to put AEnima on my top 5 because there were other songs that had more sentimental meaning, and also AEnima kind of deserves its own honorable mention just because of the fact of, like, it literally describes just the utter disdain for an entire location and scene that they had to come up in to even make a name for themselves before. Like, in AEnima, it talks about learn to swim, see you fuckers, Arizona Bay. And he moved to fucking Arizona, and he fucking opened up a vineyard. So, I mean, he literally told everybody what he's going to do, and then in this song that they fucking sang all these years ago, and then did it. Number 5 for me is Push It. It's a great fucking, just like the guitar plus how he goes into singing, just fucking.
Yeah, but did he push it real good? That's the question.
He pushed it and he shoved it, if you listen real close.
The best.
Right? And then
we don't need to hear about your night last night.
Right? Number 4 was 46 and 2. That's a solid fucking album, or song, I mean. And also, I mean, talking about chromosomes, except for in Jeremy's case, it'd be 46 and 3. Put the extra chromosome in the bag, you Down syndrome having ass motherfucker.
Motherfucker, my name is not Q.
It doesn't matter.
Superhuman. Or superhuman doesn't matter.
Shit. Oh, God, that was good. That was good. Ooh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, make sure you do something with Superhuman too. You know what I'm talking about.
For number 3, number 3 through 1 really is almost just kind of just my number 1. Number 3 is Eulogy. I fucking, dude, that song has just literally, like, the part where it's like, you know, you claimed all this time that you would die for me. Then why then are you so surprised when you hear your own eulogy? You know, fucking, and then at the very end, it talks about, you know, fucking, what is it? At the very end, it talks about, to be cleansed, you must die for our sins and our lies.
That's true.
Fucking, you know, and then he talks about, in the same song, he talks about fucking, we need the fucking space for the next fool martyr. And then number 2 is H. H is solid. That's like the first Tool song I ever learned how to play on a guitar, and I was fucking stoked when I figured it out. And then number 1 for me is the song that I didn't even know that they sang, which is Stink Fist. Fucking, they started playing the fucking song, and I'm like, oh my God! My friends are just looking at me like I literally just grew an extra chromosome, and they're like, what the fuck's wrong with you, dude? I didn't know they sang this song. I didn't know this song. Oh my God! This is the greatest song of all time.
No, they were looking for your vagina at that point, but
yeah, Hooker with a Penis should have been added to the list, but it just didn't have what it took to even get to the honorable mention in comparison to the rest of the stuff on my list.
I disagree with that 100%, but Sean, what were your top 5 plus honorable mentions you had for
Mm.
Chancy's so-called album?
5 Jimmy.
That's
4,
good.
yeah.
He pulled a me, but in reverse order.
Number 4, Useful Idiot.
Nah.
Number 3 would be H.
Nice.
Number 2, 46 and 2.
Nice.
And I'm a following fashion. Number 1, Stink Fist.
Nice.
Yes.
Also, fun fact, Die Eier von Satan is literally a German fucking recipe for hash cookies. Just if you happen to know how to speak German and stuff.
And things.
Sprechen Sie
And
Deutsch?
things.
Sprechen Sie Dick.
Fucking.
I mean, I know Rob does, but
I don't think he's here anymore, guy.
I don't either. But he'll be watching at some point. So
That's good, though. He'll see it.
Definitely.
He'll be like, you
I mean-
son of a bitch!
no, he'll be like, I trained you well. But I actually had one honorable mention for this hard CD. I could deal with the guitar. That's the part I like. But my honorable mention is H.
Fair.
And he got pushed down by my number 5, Push It.
Also fair. It's a good song.
Push It real good. But number 4 was Third Eye, because that was
Also good.
Damn good song, and the name is catchy.
Hmm.
Number 3 is Eulogy.
Also good.
Yeah, because that actually was a good song. Number 2 is Hooker with a Penis, of course. Because the guitar and the lyrics in that were fucking great. But
Oh yeah, dude, because it's literally just talking about this dude talking shit to him about how he thought, oh, you guys are selling out, and he's like, fuck you, dude, I sold my soul to make a record, and you bought one.
mm-hmm. And I pulled the Chancy here for number 1. My number 1 is Die Eier von Satan.
Die Eier von Satan.
Because I actually pulled a fucking skit track, kind of.
Yep, that's all right. I was expecting either that or like maybe Ion, or the one where it's just literally an answering machine of this dude just talking shit.
No. I hate all the other skit.
I think it's Useful Idiot is what it was called. I'm not 100% on that though.
No, Useful Idiot's an actual song, but
Oh yeah. Yep.
but no, I hate all the other fucking skit or intro tracks. But Die Eier von Satan, I like the way it started. It sounded like Marilyn Manson. That's why I picked it.
Do. Bow. Ew.
Yeah, it sounded like Antichrist Superstar almost. Like, and I think it was the same year that Plagiarizing Bastards, but
Maybe the same year. I'm not 100% on that either.
well, those are my top 5 though, because I listened to Third Eye like literally a minute before I got on here, because I had one song left. I had one song left because I didn't get to it on my ride home, and I was like, "Oh yeah, shit, I listened to that." And, like, it's like a 20-minute song, so I didn't listen to all of it. But I was like skipping through it, and listening to parts. And I'm like, "Damn, this guitar's on point." So I had to get put in for number 4. But we lost Chancy.
Oh no.
Well, I'm sure he'll be back any second. But we hit all 3 albums, so. While we're waiting for Chancy to get back, Sean, tell them where they can find you and where they can find your podcast.
All right, so you can find my podcast on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube at Sitting with Sean. You can find me on the Antisocial Network. I'm there. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram. I don't really check Twitter too much. I'm trying to build my Instagram back up, but at Sitting with Sean. And then on TikTok at The Beard of West Virginia.
Nice.
I love that name.
That's awesome.
I love that name.
It was The Beard of Alaska. Actually, my name used to be Young Bearded Villain because last name Young, bearded, obviously villain. I like the villain in any story. But then I went on this late night live show, and this dude called me the Beard of Alaska, and I was like, "Yeah, I like that." And so now
Sketchy.
I don't live in Alaska, so why the fuck am I the Beard of Alaska? So I'm the Beard of West Virginia now.
That's a competition worth getting into, especially in West Virginia.
I've only seen one person here that has a bigger beard than me.
Wow.
One, and he was an old ass man.
Respect that.
Yeah, my shit's almost down to my belly button, homie.
Yeah, I can't. Mine doesn't grow like that. Mine don't grow like that. Like I can go a year without fucking shaving, and it doesn't grow like that.
I got tips and tricks, bro.
Mostly just the tip.
Yeah, practice that a lot.
Just got to see how it feels.
Chancy. My wife got the full shaft last night. Thank you, but
Well, you know.
I mean, she's straight up said, if you're gonna do it like that, we can do it more often. I'm like, yeah, but
Yeah.
but no. Before I go back at that wet wonderland, Chancy, where can they find you?
The Book of Faces under my name. If you can spell it right, congratulations, you fucking found me. My Instagram and my TikTok are the Red Eye Roundtable, and YouTube, or no, not YouTube. Well, you can find me on YouTube on this show. My fucking Twitter handle is just Red Eye Table because apparently fucking Twitter just don't. It's like, fuck you. You get this many characters, you can't put the whole name of your show in. Fuck you, Twitter.
I mean, I'm gonna be blue checked and hopefully pretty soon, Chancy. So
nice. Maybe someday.
You say bukkake?
Bukkake. Oh
no, my friend. I participate in bukkakes. I don't fucking be the center of them.
Okay. Right. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being the center of attention sometimes. Pixelated bukkake.
Pixelated.
Oh shit! I still need Jimmy to come do my man pics for my wife, but be prepared to see a lot, Jamie. But Chancy, did you finish your outro? I didn't even.
I think so. Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's right. You did your fuck Elon Musk thing. So, moving on. You, of course, can find both of us on Facebook as Paranormal Normal / Maniacal Music Musings podcast for the S group. And we need to. That's right, Rob. Just like your bachelor party. So many beards. But you can find us on Twitter and the Gram as @JuggaloBastard. You can find us on. You can find us on TikTok as @JuggaloBastard Podcast. And you can find us on YouTube as Maniacal Music Musings. Please subscribe and like if you're looking on YouTube, and subscribe and ring the bell if you're on Spotify or any other podcatcher. Podcatcher, not aid catcher. I'm not part of that. Oh, I know you're single, but I assume you're divorced at some point.
Oh, shit, bro.
Hey, I'm on divorce number 3, okay?
God damn, that's going hard in the paint.
Oh.
Jimmy's well, you know, that's all good, man.
That's romantic as shit, but I swear to God, you two are gonna post some Titanic shit and make me tear up. Yeah, I swear to God. But
draw me up like one of your French girls.
Oh God! But Jimmy should be that poor woman in Pretty Woman when they fucking shut the fucking necklace case. But
so Julia Roberts.
Yes, but
yeah, that.
Glad to help. The woman in Pretty Woman. Otherwise, if it wouldn't have been for her, it would have just been called Pretty.
No,
the it would be called
the
Richard Gere ain't hooking up with no men, so
it wasn't Richard Gere. It wasn't Richard Gere, was it?
Richard Gere.
I literally watched it last week and
trust me.
With him.
Richard Gere is the one white guy my mom gets like wet over. So yeah.
Well, all right then. Shit.
That's information I did not want to know.
That's something we can't scrub out of the old brain bang.
It's there.
And I mean, trust me. I mean, my dad actually worked with him on a fucking shoot because my grandfather had an RV and did like Hollywood like We rented it out for
Nice.
Hollywood shit.
Sick.
But Richard Gere is actually short as fuck. They put him on raised platforms for all the cities in.
Makes sense.
Although intro there for everybody, but
I'm put on raised platforms and everything I'm in.
I mean, I can understand why.
I mean, so is Chancy when he's getting strapped, but
Better to strap in and hang on, I suppose. Shit.
catch us next week, our loyal listeners, as we have an actual artist on next week, Chad Bushnell. What kind of artist he is, I honestly couldn't fucking tell you, but we'll find out next week.
We're gonna find the fuck out, ladies and gentlemen. Shit.
But next week we start having our artists from the record label on, hopefully. We'll see. If not, we'll improvise another guest as usual. So we want to thank Sean for coming on, though, because it's been a fun fucking episode. Probably one of our longest in a while. So that's how fun it's been. And before Sean loses power or Chancy loses his connection again, we're going to say peace the fuck out. So
Bye.
And just be ready, listeners, because the Night Wish bracket comes after next Wednesday, and the following Wednesday after that. And don't forget, the wrestling theme song bracket is the last weekend of the month. So come on back and see us have some fun with friends. Giggity. Yes, I mean it like that. Have a good night, listeners.
13 times I went to the well to draw my thoughts, I'll gather and tell, like bricks that I've laid to build my life. Those that crumble only cost me strife. Thoughts become words cast into the sea, but they returned always haunting me like a severed arm washed up on the shore. I just don't think I can